So yeah, you are all welcome to the third and I will not say final, but final on Wiki Skill Mentorship Program on Wiki Common. So you are all welcome. And I know you people have a lovely training this evening. So please use your lovely emoji to welcome our excellent trainer, Pascaline. Pascaline, you are welcome.
Thank you so much, Blessing. And good evening, everyone, depending on where you're joining us from. Good evening, good afternoon, depending on your time. So it's so good to have you here with us today as we learn how to translate the description of um, commons files, like just like images on Wikimedia Commons, how to translate the descriptions to other languages. And then we'll also learn how to use commons files, be it image, video, audio, in other wiki projects. So you are all welcome. Um, let's move ahead. You already know me, so no need to introduce myself. So today, we have a couple of things in our that we'll be looking at. We'll be looking at the first thing is the introduction, which I've already done, and then recap from the previous session that we had. We'll also talk about the description translation, that is translating descriptions of images on Wikimedia Commons to other languages. Then the W's, these are questions that people or questions that will be running in your mind, like what are commons files and where can you use commons files? So these are the W's questions. So um, another thing is how to use commons files on other wiki projects. So these are the things that we'll be looking at today, and I just hope today's session is not going to be as long as the previous ones that we've had in the past. So um before I start, sorry, I need to check how many persons are here. We just have a few persons on the call. So we are not even up to, we are 9. Okay, we are 10 now. We are 9 actually because I joined with 2 of my accounts. So I don't know. Do we need to wait for them or should I go ahead? Okay, one thing I will have to, okay, I'm seeing a question. Is everyone required to nominate files that they want to delete without them deleting by themselves or this? Okay, Edina, please remind me later when it's time for questions and answer. So you can ask this question. Okay, Adele is suggesting that we wait for the French mentees. In order to do that, please I suggest you go ahead and tell us how you are doing in the chat. Okay. The same thing that we usually do. Tell us how the weather is in your environment. So we can use that to wait for others to join. I would also appreciate if we respond, right? I want the session to be interactive. It's more encouraging when I ask questions and you respond so that I will know that we are on the same page. It will also enable me to know if you are following everything that we are doing or you have concerns that we need to address. So please ensure you respond in the chat. And responding to this question, how is your day going, or how the weather is in your environment, also makes me know that you are paying attention. So please, we just want to do that briefly while we wait for others to join. So tell us where you're joining us from and how the weather is there in that place. You can also tell us how your week has been going in the chat. I'm not seeing anything, though. Is it that Blessing? Confirm if you can hear me.
I can hear you clearly, oh, Pascaline.
Okay, I want to be sure you can hear me because I can't hear. I can't see any response in the chat. So
People have started responding,
okay. Okay, Elizabeth is saying that the weather is cold where she is and her day is not good. She has a problem with her internet. Oh, we are so sorry about that. In Africa, we know that network is usually a very big challenge, and so I understand. I am currently in Lagos. It is cloudy. You know, this is rainy season, so it is cloudy here. So, Adele, how many people do you have in the French room now?
Hello,
You can
Pascaline.
tell.
I
You can
don't
share
know.
a reminder. You can share a reminder with them so that they know that we have started. Oh, Edina said the weather is cold there. Okay, I'll give us grace for today because the site has been down. The lingua libre has been down, and I understand the reason why some of us were not able to do the assignments. But another thing is that I would advise is that we should ensure we do our assignments on time. It's just like it's not like it's something that would take us more than 5 minutes to do, or even 10 minutes. Recording that on Lingua Libre doesn't take up to 5 minutes. It doesn't even take up to 3 minutes to record and upload to Commons. So if we had done it immediately, we finished that training or that day, we would have submitted because some persons were able to do the assignment before the site went down. But aside from Lingua Libre, there are other apps that we can use, like the Spell for Wiki, which I would have shown us now, but it's not available on my system.
Thank you. The person joining with PC should please change it to her name so that I'll be able to take the registration. Thank you. Or attendance, rather.
Okay. Blessing, I see we have a mail on the call.
Yes, sorry, he's the Francophone facilitator for Commons. He's also maybe here to learn. So he's welcome. I feel like he has left. He's actually welcome to.
All right.
Okay, he's here. He's here. Mr.
Not contribution.
Abdulkarim,
So
you are
Adele, can
welcome.
we go ahead?
Let's wait for 4:20, then you start. You can't wait for them if they are not here. But a good number of
Okay.
the
All
mentee
right.
too are
Let's
here.
wait 1 more minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. So once we just have 1 minute to start. Okay, while we are waiting, does anyone have any question concerning the last session that we had? Do you have anything you want me to address before we move on to today's session? Does anyone have any question concerning last training you want me to touch anything? Do you want me to explain anything? Please respond in the chat so that I will know. Okay, we will start now. So thank you so much, everyone, once again for joining us. I think I'll have to move backwards a bit. So thank you for joining us and your patience while we waited for others to join us. So if you're just joining us now, today we are talking about translating the description of commons files. So I will be showing you how to translate descriptions of images to other languages and how to also use commons files, that is either pictures, that is images, audios, and videos to on other wiki projects. So moving on, I've already mentioned the things we'll be doing. So we are on recap now. I I was asking if anyone has any question concerning what we did last week. We looked at uploading files to Wikimedia Commons, where I explained to us, I showed us the step-by-step way we can upload media, just like images, videos. I also took us back and spoke about the file formats. I also gave you tips on things that you need to keep in mind when you are contributing to Wikimedia Commons, right? Then I also showed us how to use simple tools like Lingua Libre to upload audio, short pronunciations to Wikimedia Commons. So I am asking now, does anyone have any question concerning that before I proceed with today's training so that we can move on to what we have today? I told you that, and okay, I also gave us assignments. I told us to upload one of our professional pictures to Wikimedia Commons and also told us to record an audio of our username using Lingua Libre. And the reason why I did this is because this, if you notice, all the assignments have been giving us list to another. So each assignment I'm giving, just like the one I gave in the first session, we used it in the second session. So in the second training, and just like the one I gave you now, we are going to use it for this training. The picture I asked you to upload is a file. You've uploaded it to Wikimedia Commons. So I'll be showing you how to use that picture on other wikis and using your, I'll also show you how to add the picture to your user page, right? Because it's also a wiki page. Then the audio you recorded, I want to also show us how to add it to this thing. And I wanted us to use the one we uploaded to practice. That is why I said you should use your username, since we don't really have something like a category or something we are working on currently. That is why I wanted us to just use our name so that it's easier for us to practice. Someone just joined with iPhone. I suggest the person change the name. So do we have any question before I go on? I'll take the silence as no. It means everything I taught last week was clear. Okay, so today we'll be talking about description translation, right? I'll also explain to us why it is important. So description translation is just you translating images, translating the descriptive text. When you are uploading, for example, I told us in the in last session when we are uploading images, that when you are uploading, there's a stage after you've selected your file, after you have licensed your images, that the next thing you are supposed to do is to do what? Describe. That is where you give your image a title. If the title is like a number, or you just have that JPEG something, you change it, give it a proper name. For example, if it's a mango, if it's an image of a mango, you do what? You change the title so that it's easier to find. Or if it's Adele's picture, you can't just write anything. You have to give it a title. Then you describe, you add your captions to. I told you that captions are what? A short sentence, a one-line sentence, really, that is summarizing, um, that is explaining what the picture you uploaded is about. Then I told you that the description is a detailed explanation of what that image or that file that is representing. I remember that I told us that I explained further saying that caption, just one line sentence. For example, I want to upload Adele's picture to Commons. If you don't know Adele, Adele is our francophone translator. So that's why I'm using her name. So if, for example, I snapped Adele's picture and I want to upload it to Wikimedia Commons, I told us that you have to add the caption, right? And the caption, if it's Adele's picture, the caption should be something like, okay, this is Adele, or Adele, a fellow of the Wiki of Africa Wiki Women, for example. Then the description, I will not explain what are things about Adele, or for example, if I am okay, you can explain things about Adele now that is relating to Wiki. For example, if I want to upload Adele's picture, or any of the fellows here, any of you that are here, any of the mentees here now, I collected your picture. I told you to upload your images to a folder. So if I am uploading those images, I'm going to describe those images as it relates to this on Wiki skills. Maybe I used it to design a flyer, for example. Then I am describing, I will say, oh, Edina, this is Edina. She was one of the mentees for the on WikiSkills. You talk about that particular image you are uploading. Okay. Now, description translation is now you. Those descriptions, you know that you have uploaded those pictures on Commons. Now, the description translation is now adding those descriptions. The initial description you added is in English. Okay. So it is now adding it to your language. For those that added the description in French, maybe the francophone people uploaded and did their descriptions in French, and I saw that picture. Maybe it's a picture of a plant, and what we are doing is, maybe we are doing something like wiki science competition that has to do with plants, and they did the description with French. Okay. And maybe we are doing a contest, and the goal of that, or a campaign rather, and the goal of that campaign is to describe or to translate descriptions of already existing plants on Wikimedia Commons. So what I'm basically going to do is to add it in my own language. My language is Igbo language. So if I want to translate the descriptions, it's already in French. What I'll do is, if I understand French, I can now translate the description to French, and also translate the description to Igbo. Sorry, and translate it to English rather. So description translation is you making a particular file, a file description, available in other languages. Okay. So it does not limit, you can actually do it directly. The person that is uploading the file can actually add multiple languages when you are uploading, in that process of uploading. But if you are not able to do that, other people can help to do what? Add the descriptions in their own language, so that people from their community will also understand what this picture is about when they see it. Okay. Is that so something that's important. It is very important because first it improves accessibility and inclusivity. Why I'm saying this is because it's not everyone that understands English. Just there are people that there are some people that don't understand English, and they make use of Wiki. That's why you notice that the Wiki projects are available in. Sorry, some things in the chat. Is there a question? Adele, is there a question in the chat? Is there a problem? Sorry, everyone, please. Let's make sure the Francophone people are following us. Adele, if there's a question. Oh, they said I'm too fast. So sorry. Okay, so sorry. That's why I'm asking, so that we know that we are all on the same page. So, what I was saying, let me just quickly go back. What I was saying is that description translation on Wikimedia Commons means like the description and caption of commons files that are already available in English or any other language. You translate it to what? Your own local language. For example, if I upload a file and I describe it with Igbo, Adele can add the translation in French. Someone else can add it in their own language. Another person can come and add the description in English. Okay, so it's translating it from either English or other language to your own language. So that is what I said description translation is about. Okay, I hope I'm not too fast again. Then I also said that description translation is very important. We might think it is not, but it is very, very important because what it improves accessibility. What this means is that an inclusivity, it makes it easier for people to do what? It makes it available in different languages because people from different languages are now able to understand what that file actually means. If I upload it and describe a file with Igbo, maybe I upload uh, a cuisine from my community now, and I describe it with my language, that is Igbo language. If you see it, you might not understand what it is. Do you understand? You might not understand what it is. You just see it, okay. Maybe if it's a food, you might just say, okay, this is food. From the picture, you can tell that it is food, but you don't know what type of food it is. You don't even know whether it's everyone that is allowed to eat it or anything. But from the description, if another person comes and add it, translate that description to English, it is easier for those who understand English to read it, right? So it now improves accessibility and inclusivity because people from different languages will now understand what these different backgrounds now understand what the file is about. Okay. Then I also said it does what? It boosts searchability across languages. When you translate your descriptions to different languages and you are searching maybe you are searching for something about that language on Wikimedia Commons and that file has been translated to those languages, you will see that some of the files will pop up. It will pop up from your search results. Okay, so it increases visibility. Then it supports knowledge equity because the Wikimedia aims to provide knowledge to everyone across different continents or even global space. when you translate descriptions of images, it helps them to achieve this mission, because if you just leave it in a particular language, it is not going to provide that free knowledge to everyone, because everyone is not going to understand what that language, that image is about. So it supports knowledge equity in the sense that it makes it available to everyone. Then it encourages cultural exchange. It means that translators, as you are translating the descriptions, it helps to share cultural, just like I mentioned that if I upload an image of my of a food from my community now, and then I describe it in Igbo, you might misinterpret what that image is about, because you don't even understand it, the language I used to describe it. But translators are coming to translate it to their to other local languages. It helps to avoid misinterpretation and encourages cultural exchange, because you are exchanging culture, you are translating to another language. People in that I'm translating to from Igbo to English. Someone is translating from English to French. Someone is translating from French to Swahili. Just like that. Another person is translating to Tiap and all of those other languages. So it makes it what? Cultural exchange. Everybody from different backgrounds understand this, so they don't misinterpret what a particular image or video is about. Okay. So that is that about description translation. So I'll be showing us practically before we move on to the next thing. So I'll go to I'll show us how to translate to other languages. So that's just like as we are doing this training, it has also, I believe that it has also opened your eyes to the different ways you can contribute to Wikimedia Commons, following all the things that we have done in the past trainings. You can see that it's not just about uploading pictures. Wikimedia Commons is not about uploading pictures, uploading images, but some people think that that's the only way. And if you don't know how to take pictures, or you don't have a good device to take picture, it shouldn't discourage you from contributing to Wikimedia Commons. Just you can contribute by translating. You can contribute by taking these pictures and adding them to other wiki projects, or even the audios. You can contribute by recording audios. So there are different ways. So if we want to translate the description of this image, let me use this first image. This is the image, right? Now it already has caption in English. It doesn't have in Igbo. So I am Igbo, so I'm going to translate this to my own language, so that anybody from my community, from the Igbo community that sees this picture, and if the person doesn't understand English, the person can also read it in Igbo and understand who this woman is and what the image is about. So that is the essence of description translation. You don't just translate just the descriptions, you also translate the captions. But in a situation whereby the caption is not available, you do what? You translate the description. That is why it is encouraging to, sometimes some people just upload images, they don't even add captions, they don't add descriptions. Some people don't even add description, they just add caption and use the same caption for the description, and it makes it difficult sometimes for people to understand what your picture is talking about. So this is how you translate the caption. This is the caption and this is the description. Okay, so we'll start from the caption. If the caption is not available, you move to description, but because the caption is available, we'll do it. So you start here, edit. Look at this edit. This is the picture. This is Wikimedia Commons. This is the file. I selected it from a category so that it will not be difficult for us. Let me go back. This is a category. I already opened it up so that we don't have to dwell on it. I believe I've explained what category is in the other training. So You click on this edit. This is the file. You scroll down to where you have the caption. Then you click on edit. Sorry, Ade, kindly confirm if you are following. Please confirm if you are following in the chat. Okay. Okay, thank you. So if you click on edit, this is edit here. You click on edit. Okay. I don't want, let me delete this. I don't want it here. So when you click on edit, no language is here. I'm showing you just the English language. And you want to add caption in another language. What will you do? You click on add caption, this add caption here, plus sign. You select the language. You search for it. Sorry, I want to send this to Adele so that she can help me. Adele, kindly translate this to, let me share it in the chat, to French so that I'll show, so that the, yeah, I'll come and copy it, or anyone can translate it for me to French. So like I said, if you want to add another language, you click on add caption. It will pop up like this. Then you select the language Igbo. When you search, you click on add caption to Igbo. Then I translate this to Igbo. I've already translated it and kept it somewhere, so we don't waste time. So this is the oh, where is it? So I add it in my own language. So anyone that comes now will understand this. Then in French, if I want to also add it to French, I'll click add caption. Okay. Then you click here, this drop down to search. Then you search for French. Français. Okay, this is it. Then you add the description. Ada, were you able to translate it so that it's easier for everyone to understand? Someone is asking a question. Adele, can you read out the questions that the person is asking? I don't understand. Someone is asking a question, not the question from Eddie now. I'll respond to that later. Michelina is asking a question. Or Micheline, sorry if I didn't pronounce your name correctly. Adele, can you hear me? You can speak now. I have unmuted you. Can you hear me? Adele, can you hear me? Okay, yeah. So someone asked a question. I was asking. Okay, I have copied it. Okay, thank you. I'll meet you back. Okay. So as I was saying, okay, someone asked a question. Is it possible to add a language if the language you want to add is not in the list? So let me go back. I'm back to our slide. So the person is asking if it's not, you just search here. If the language is not, if the language is not here, I don't think you can add it. But all the languages are here now. See, all the languages are here. So you can add the language you want. This is all the languages. Which language? Kindly type the language so that I will search it. Adele said, ah, let me stop sharing and share again. Can you see my screen now? Can you see my screen now? Please respond in the chat. Someone said, okay, thank you. Like I was saying, I said if if you want to translate, I'll just have to go back because I'll discard this and start again. So I said if you want to add a caption to another language, you click on this edit. Okay. When you do that, you search for the language you want to, you click on add caption. Let's assume this Igbo. Let me delete it. You click on add caption. So I want to add it in Igbo. What I'll do is to search Igbo in this place. Okay. Then I type this same thing, this same English description. You read it, then you translate. But because of our time, I've already translated it and saved it here. Then if I want to add French, I'll click on add language for French. You select, then you add the French. I want to add the French first. This is the one that Adele translated. I don't know what's happening with this. Sorry. Okay. So this is the French. You add it. Then in for the Igbo, let me get it. You you add it here in this space here. Okay. Then when you are done, if you still have multi other languages that you understand and you want to add it, you still click on this add, then you add it. Okay. Then you click publish changes. Or okay, before you publish, before you publish, you make sure that you read it very well and make sure that everything reads as the English one. You make sure that it is the correct explanation that you gave. Then you publish. So that is that. So this, you can see the essence. Now it is available. See fewer languages. It is now available in English, Igbo, and French. So if anyone comes, instead of them to say, oh, who is this woman? They've seen her name, right? They've seen her name. So they come down here and the person wants to know more about this woman. The person will see the description in their language. They will check if there are other languages. It will say, see, if we have like 5 more languages here, it will ask you to see more 5 language. You just click on this drop down, you see it in your own language. So that is that about translating captions. Is a bit different from the description. Is a bit different from translating the description. Okay, so you click on, if you want to translate the description, you click on edit here, close to the summary. You click on edit. When you click on edit, this is what you will see. Okay, it's just like the other, this is still like the normal interface when you are editing any wiki page. This is usually how it is. Okay, so once you click on edit, you will see that this is available in only English. Now look at the template here. This is the template. So if I want to add for English, if I want to add for Igbo rather, I'll click here. The last, wait. Okay, so you can see where we have description, then we have equal to, we have this curly bracket, then EN, then you have this stroke 1 equal to your explanation of your description of the image. Now I want to add it in another language. This description, after describing it, it ended with brackets, these 2 curly brackets. So where we have these 2 curly brackets, that is where I'm going to put my cursor here, then do enter. The reason why I'm doing it here is so that the Igbo too will be close to the English after the English, because if we do it down here, then it will have to come before this, it will have to come after the date, the source.
We can't hear you, Madam Pascaline.
Okay, sorry, the network dropped out from my system, but I'm trying to reconnect now. So let's kindly exercise patience with me. Network is very bad.
Recording in progress. Recording in progress. Recording in progress. Recording in progress.
My network is back now. So sorry. So if you want to, I want to go over the step for the description again. So if you want to, after um, translating the caption, you come down to the description. Where you have summary, see the description here, you click on edit. Okay, and it's going to edit. This one is a bit different from the one we did because this one uses template. So once this is done, I said that this is the English, EN, that's English. This is the English, then we have the English description close to it here. Then it ended with this curly bracket. I don't know what it is. I think it's a curly bracket. So immediately after the description, you have these two brackets. Then you put your cursor where you have this after these two brackets. Then you enter. So once you enter, this is where you do your you add the other language. Okay. Now I want to add Igbo. So this has template. It has a template. So I'll copy this English one. Okay. If I copy it, I'll do enter, then paste it here. Then delete this English description. It has a template, right? But this is the easiest way I'm going to. It's missing a text. Then this place where you have EN. So this is actually the template to, let me delete this and paste the template. This is the template for describing. Let me share it in the chat. So this is the template. So once this place where you have EN, you do what? You change it to the language. Igbo is IG. French is FR. So if I want to add this in Igbo, Adele, sorry, let me send this to Adele so she can translate for me. So that when I'm showing you the example, it will be easier to understand. So Adele, kindly translate this for me to French. Okay. So you have this EN, I'll change it to IG. Once I change it to IG, I told you that Igbo is IG. You see, it has changed to Igbo. Now it is telling me it's missing text. So I'll copy the description that I wrote. This one is for the caption. This one is for the description. I've already kept it somewhere before. So you go back and is after the equal to, right? So you put your cursor after the equal to and paste. That is if you are copying it from somewhere, but if you are typing, it's after this equal to you type. You can see that the Igbo description has been added. The same thing with adding other languages. Let me do for the French. Adele, have you translated it? So if you want to do for the French, what you do basically is after this bracket now where you have the Igbo, you do enter. Then you copy. I always advise, because if you don't know the template, you just have to copy this one. It is easier. Once you copy the previous language, you just have to paste it. Then when you paste it, you change this language. This is IG. This is EN. EN is English. Igbo is IG. It's just to know the language template. Then French, then you add the French. You delete this IG and write FR. So you can see it's now French. That's how to add the language for description. Then for this place, this is the English description. The Igbo description, I'll just delete it. So once I delete it, it is missing text because there's not there. So I don't know if, let me check if Adele translated that one for us so we can copy. Okay, she has not. But we can continue without it. So then if I want to add another language, all I have to do is to come down. Let me just copy this. After this bracket, you do enter. Can someone tell me their language? Arabic. What's this thing for Arabic? Is it AR? I don't know if it's AR. Let me check. AR. Let's see if it will enter. No, I don't know the language. I don't think it's AR. We have Hausa. I don't know. I believe we know what Hausa language is. Hausa is HA. I know Hausa is HA. So if once you add the right, see it's Hausa. So it's now left for me to add the translation after the after the equal to. I can also do for Yoruba language. Yoruba language is a language in Nigeria. Is YO. Okay. You see. So it's now left for me to add the text after this bracket. Can someone, does any other person know their language, this thing? Which other language? Let me see if Swahili. I don't know. I think it should be SH. Abby? Let's check. This is another language, but I don't know the language. So that's another language. Let me see Swahili, SW. Yeah. So this is it. So this is how to do it. So it's just for you to know Lingala. Is Lingala on Wiki? Let's check. Lingala. If it's Lingala, then it should. I think they are picking the first two letters from that language. So let's see the Lingala if it's we show. If it's available. See, I don't know if it's the Lingala. Okay, someone said I should try AB in Arabic. So AB. I don't think that's Arabic, but that's another language. That's another language template. So I don't really know the one for Arabic. So that's just basically how to so that's basically how to add it. I think this is the Arabic AR. This is it now. Right? Yeah, it's Arabic. It is. It's AR. This is it here. When I place my cursor here, it's showing Arabic. So it means that is Arabic. Arabic is AR. So this is basically how to add the different languages. You just like, if I add this text now in Arabic, you know, Arabic usually starts from the back here. So that's why this one is in this place. So it's usually okay to do check preview before you publish. So let's just show preview. It's not going to work because of this missing text. Let me just delete these ones and leave just the Igbo. So that is how to add it. Then you check preview. The preview is usually to see how your work will look when you are done. So this is it. We now have Igbo added to the description. So that is the importance of description translation. Okay, Adele said she has sent the French translation. So let's quickly add that before we move on. Let me go to the chat and copy it. So that is how to add description. Does anyone have any questions so that we can move on to using commons files in other wiki? Okay, thank you, Abdel. So you add it after the equal to. Adele, you skipped letter B here. So I've added this in 3 different languages. Okay, so you check your preview. You also add your edit summary here. So the edit, what I did is added No, translated description. Usually okay to add usually good and advisable. Sorry, what am I writing? So usually advisable to add the edit summary. The reason is because this is not your work, it's someone's work. So it's easier for the person. Once you do it, you know that the person might be notified that you edited or worked on it. So once the person look, the person will see what you did, that you translated the description. So you look at it, you look at the preview of what it will look like. This is it. So we don't have 3 languages added. What you have to do is to do what? You publish changes. So this is how to. Somebody is asking if it's okay to copy the translations and paste into. If I don't know what you mean by copying the translations, but just like the one I did, you know, I can actually translate directly instead of copying, but because of this for the purpose of the training, there's no time for me to be typing and translating. So I translated it and kept it in this document so that once we start the training, I'll just easily copy it here and paste it there. But you can edit, but you can type actually. You can type. For example, if I want to add for Hausa language, just to answer your question briefly, once you copy and you paste the other language, I just copied the French one here and pasted it here. I will delete the French description that is there. Then change this one to Hausa, H-A, Hausa language. Then I will type whatever it is. Okay, so you can type here. It's not just copy. It's not just copying, but if you've copied it and pasted it somewhere, maybe you want your work to go faster and you've translated it and kept somewhere, you can copy it and come and put it. I'll come and put it here. So yeah, that's that. So that's that about that. So now we've added the description. You can see that this image now is even very rich. It's now rich because it's now rich in different languages. Anybody from other language can easily come and see who this woman is, read it in their language. So that is the essence of description translation. So you can also contribute to Wikimedia Commons by translating the descriptions of images. Okay? No, if you don't know how to write Arabic, please don't write. It is advisable that you contribute in the language you understand so that you don't mislead people. For example, you can see that I don't know how to do the French. I don't know how to speak French. I had to ask just for we have Francophone people in the other room. So this is just to show them example. So that is why I asked Adele to translate it for me, just an example. This Igbo that I have here is my own language. I can speak it and I can write it. So that is why I did it for myself. But for a language you don't understand, please don't translate so that you don't mislead people. Because if you make mistake now, there's going to be people might misunderstand what you are trying to say. Okay? So moving on, let's go back to our slide. So that is that about description translation. Then the next thing we are going to talk about is commons files, using commons files on other wikis. So what are commons files? This is where we are going to talk about what commons file. I know we've talked about all of this in the previous trainings, but I just have to add it here just to refresh our memory. So commons files are any files. It can either be images, videos, audios, or even PDFs, just like I told us. Any of those multimedia content that is available on Wikimedia Commons, they are Commons files. So if you go to Commons, any media you find on Commons are referred to as Wikimedia Commons files. Okay, so where can you use Commons files? That is, where can you use the files that are available on Wikimedia Commons? You can use it on other wiki projects. You can even use it off wiki. We even use commons files for designing, just like I showed you in our previous trainings. Even the flyer that I designed, that I shared with us for this training, for today's training, and the previous ones, those images are commons files. I saw those images on Wikimedia Commons, okay, and I used it. But even if you check, if you look at the image, the flyer very well, you zoom it, you are going to see the licensing, that I licensed the owner of that picture in that flyer. Okay, so these are commons files. Even while you are using commons files, especially off wiki, make sure, because if you are using it on wiki, once you copy the file, it automatically adds the licensing. But if you are using it off wiki, make sure that you copy the right licensing and do what? License the original owner. So those are, you can use commons files in different places. You can use commons files, just like I said, in other wiki projects. You can also use it for research papers, academic works. People don't even know this. If you are conducting a research, you can use, just like the same way you can use Wikisource, things from Wikisource for your project, even for your school activity, for your school. Maybe you are going for uni or you are doing your master's and you have you are writing your research paper. You can do what? Use commons files for it, as long as you license the original owner. That is why even for research papers, you are writing your academic research papers, there's usually space for references. So there are insights, there are, what is it called? It just keeps my mind. Citations, there are references, then there are citations that you do inside the work. I've forgotten what it is called, just kept. But you can use it, commons files, for those things. Maybe you are doing in school, you are, for someone that is journalism student, for example, you are doing documentary, or you are doing a research work about the Igbo community and all of that, you are doing documentary. You can use videos from commons. That is why it is free knowledge. It's not there for fancy, it's there for people to use it. But what, you make sure you license the original owner. So you can also use it for online forums or discussions. You can use it for online discussions. You can use it for presentations. Just like we are doing now, we are using it for our trainings and presentation. You can, if you want to train people on Wikimedia Commons, you can also open up Commons and start using the files to explain. So that's that. So hands-on. This one, the explanation today is not much, so we are doing practical. So I'll be showing us how to use Wikimedia Commons files on other projects. The same way you use videos, audios, images, that is the same way you use audios in Wikimedia Commons. And sorry, what am I saying? The same way you use images on Wikimedia Commons, on Wikipedia page, for example, that is the same way you use audios. So let's go. These are the links, but I think I have opened it back to our tab. This is a page. It's the same file, that the same file, this same woman. So this is the Wikipedia page. So let's assume this page doesn't have picture, or you can even add other pictures to a Wikipedia page. It doesn't have to be one, as long as you are not repeating the same picture. Okay, so I want to add another picture to this page. For example, this place. Sure. So I will just add a picture. And this picture that I'm using even has an explanation. The person that uploaded it explained this, that this woman is I don't know her name, Abla Gomashe. Hi, I'm sorry if I don't pronounce the name correctly. She's a Ghanaian politician, and she's currently a minister. Okay, I think the person made a mistake. So another thing, you can even go common files and correct errors, just like this one. She wants to write that she is currently the minister for tourism, but she wrote ministry. So I will just correct it as minister and publish. So she's currently the minister of tourism, culture, and creative arts. And when you look at her Wikipedia page here, it also said that she is the Minister of Tourism, Culture, and Creative Arts. Okay, so if I want to add this picture to this page, you just have to come down to where you can edit from here, edit source. Usually advisable to use your edit source. If I use normal edit like this, I'm just clicking edit. This is how it will appear. But let me click. If I click on edit source, you see how it will appear. The edit source is usually better because it enables you to see what you are doing. Anything we are adding to this page, it will be reflecting here. Anything you are editing here, it will be reflecting at your right hand side. Okay, so let me go back. I don't want to edit the entire page, so I'll just go back. Okay, so this is where I want to add the image. Here, for example, I want to add a picture here. So you click on edit. It also has edit source. So you can edit the particular subtopic you want to add image in an article. So if I click edit source here, this is a Wikipedia article. Okay. And I click on, after this 2024 election, you are the one, you can choose where you want the picture. If I want the picture to be here, if I want it to be down here, I can click on it. I can add it down here, but I want it to be up. So you put your cursor here, then you enter. Then you go and get the image. This is her picture that I want to use. But let us assume that we don't know the picture and you want to search, just like if they are doing the contest like Wikipedia pages want. Yes, very good. There's the Wikipedia pages wanting photos is a contest that allows people to add images to articles on Wikipedia. Okay, so let's assume that this picture does not have any image and we are doing description translate. We are doing Wikipedia pages wanting photo contest. This is her name. Okay, let me just copy her name and go to Wikimedia Commons. Let me open my Wikimedia Commons here. So you search for her name. This is Wikimedia Commons search bar. You search. I just want us to search. So if I search, she has so many pictures. These are so many pictures of her. Okay, but this is the one I want to use. This is the current one that is there. And this is the one I want to use. So you select that picture you want to use. You click on it, you go. So this is the picture I want to use. You can either copy the file here or you copy here. You can either copy the file here. Let me see. You can either copy it here, then you go to the Wikipedia page. That is where you are editing. Paste. If I paste it here, I just pasted it. So whatever you paste is whatever you add to this page is supposed to reflect here. Then you add these two brackets. Sorry, this one. Because if you paste just the file, it's not going to show. Everything on this thing uses templates. This is too big. So I suggest you copy this instead. Because that one is too, it makes the image to be too large. So you click on use this file. You click on use this file. So when you click on use this file, you copy this one. This one that has thumbnail. We have thumbnail, we have the image. You can use all of them, but let me use this. So once you copy it, you go to the Wikipedia page where you are editing. You paste it here. It's already, this one already has the bracket, that bracket that I added. So you just paste it here. And wait for it to, I'm waiting for it to load. So this is the image. This thumbnail, that one I copied, because I copied it, it adds, or it automatically adds the caption to this place, to the image. But if I copy this one, let me delete this one. If I copy the other one, this image card, okay, it doesn't add the caption, but let it load. But it's going to appear too big. Look at it. So it's usually advisable that you use this one, the one that has thumbnail. You can even reduce the size if you want. So what you do is you copy that, you paste it here. I can still paste it anywhere I like. For example, if I want to paste it, now let me scroll down. If I want to paste it at the end of this place, at the end of the page, I can still do that. So this is how to add images to Commons. I just scrolled down. So this is the last one I added, but it's not okay there. So it's not left for you to find a good place in the article to add images to. So this is how to add your image. So what you do is, once that is done, you go to show preview. Always preview. The preview enables you to see what you have done and how it will look like when you publish it. My network is slow. I'm waiting for it to load. Okay, so it's even telling you that this is only a preview and your changes has not yet been saved. So this is it. So this is the image that we just added. Okay, then you publish. Since the image is okay, you just click on publish changes. So once we publish it, we now have two images in the article. Look at it. So this is the first image and this is the second image. Okay, now concerning your own the one I told you that you should upload your own picture. You might be wondering where you will use it. This is my user page, right? So you can also use your images. You can also upload your images to Commons and use it on your own user page. This is my image, my picture, and it's the same way that we uploaded it to Commons. That is the same way I uploaded this one, and that is the same way I added it to this my user page. So for your own pictures, for your own assignment that you will do, you are going to add your picture to your user page. It's the same way. Wait, let me view this page on Meta. It's currently on Commons. Okay, so this is my user page. If I want to add image to my user page, you click on edit here. That is if you want to add that your image when you want to, because you're going to, the example you're going to do, you're not going to do it on a wiki page. Okay, for your assignment, you are going to add it to your user page. So this is my user page. And this is my image. But for this image now, This is the template. You are not going to now copy. You are not going to copy all of those things. You just copy the file name here. I want to also add her own image so that you see. You copy from here. You don't copy the file, okay? You copy from the name of the file name. Then you, where is the page? Then you go to your user page. Once you edit it, you just add this, this is the template. I want to add her picture here, so you see. So you type this image name. So this is the template if you want to add your image, okay? In case you want to add your own image to your user page. So this is her image. I'm just using her image, for example, in case you want to add your own picture to your username. So this is it. So this image has replaced my own. So that's how to add image to your username. Let me copy the template for you. That is user info. Let me copy the template for you to use and share it. Okay. So the what write the image name and equal to, and you add her name, and then you add your own name. You delete this her name that is here. So this is the template. You remove the file name that is here, replace it with your own file name. Just like I said, you don't need to copy this. Okay, so let's go back to other wiki. That's for your user page. Let's go back to other wiki pages. So that is how to add an image to Wikipedia. We have this is for Wiki Voyage. No, I want to do audio for that. So this is okay. If you want to add an image to Wiktionary, you select this is English Wiktionary, but I want to add to Igbo Wiktionary, for example. So I will just search for it. Not here. I'll have to look for it. Let me search for it here. I thought I opened it up. Okay, this is the Igbo Wiktionary. It's usually good too. So once you want to edit now, you use your own language Wiktionary. So for the Francophone people, if you want to edit and if you want to contribute to Wiktionary, it's usually advisable to contribute to your own language wiki, the one you understand. So I understand this Igbo. So that is why I'm going to be using this. So for the purpose of this, let me see. I think this already has an image. So it is not only on Commons that you find image. For this image I'm opening, look at it. It already has an image, okay? But I will still add an image to it just to give us an example. So if I want to add an image to this page, all I have to do is to click on this means edit. Okay, so it's just like the other wiki. Okay, just for us to understand, I think I'm supposed, let me use English Wiktionary and see. But basically, it's still the same way you add. It's still the same way you add images to Wikipedia. That's the same way you still add to other wikis. I don't know why it is not loading. But the one that is the same way you add to Wiki Voyage, it's still the same way you add to Wiktionary, okay? It's the same way you add to but it's not the same way you add to Wikidata. So let us try the Wikidata. Okay. So this is Wikidata. And I want to add a picture to this. I want to add a picture to this. I think we'll have to use the same woman. So all I have to do is to search for her name. This is her name. So this is Wikidata interface. This is how Wikidata looks like. And I want to add picture to this item, Wikidata item. You search for the, oh, sorry. I'm trying to look for, oh, I didn't close this, so I'm not supposed to publish. Okay. It's the same woman that we edited for Wikipedia. She's the one who will still use. So you just copy her name. If it's available, it will come out. So this is her name. It's available on Wikidata. She has a Wikidata item. So you just click on it. This is it. It's still the same picture. But if we want to add another picture for her, we'll scroll down. Okay, you scroll down to the last this thing. You add a new statement here. You click on add statement. We want to add picture. Let's assume that this Wikidata item does not have any picture. She already has a picture here, but I want to add a picture. So what you have to do is you click on add statement. Then the property, what do you want to add? That is what it is asking you here. You say images. You type it image. So when you type the image, picture of a person or animal's grave, no, you search image of relevant illustration of the subject if ahead. So this is it. This is the one you select. Then you copy this place. This is where you put the file name. So you go to that picture. This is it. This is the one you will copy. You don't copy this file. You start from here where her name started. Then you copy to the JPEG. You go back to the Wikidata item you are creating. You paste it. Okay. This is it. So once you paste it, the picture will come out. She even has other pictures. You just select it. I don't want to publish this. So once you do that, you just publish. Once I publish now, this picture will appear here. But I don't want to publish because there's already an image. She already has a picture. And if I add it here now, it doesn't make sense. Yes. So that is how to add images to Wikidata. You can see this is the image. It's already appearing. So once we select it, you click on publish. It's very easy. So that is how to add images to Wikidata. Then let's go to another wiki. Let's go to okay, I've not shown us the Wiktionary. Let me quickly just show us. I'll have to use the Igbo Wiktionary. So that I will be able to publish that one. So this is the Igbo Wiktionary. Excuse me. Then I select something here. This one. I'm just selecting something I'm sure I will see the image because I uploaded an image of this particular food, the cooked one of it online on Commons. So you click on, this is edit. If you look at this, this also has, this is, this has audio self, just like the audio we that is the pronunciation of this cuisine, abacha. So it also has audio, just like I told you people that you can use Commons audio. So this is it. So I will use the image. I'll have to click on Desire. This is edit. Okay. Once you click on edit, you go to, this means edit, okay? Once you click on edit, you go to Commons, search for the image you want to use. I want to type the name of the image here. So let's see, different this thing will come up. So this is it. This is the abacha. You can see it has different, this is the one that is currently there. Then this one is the cooked one. This is the one I want to add. Sorry, my network is taking time. So this is Wiktionary. We've done for Wikipedia. We've done for Wikidata. So after this one, it's the same way you do for the others. Just that Wikidata is the one that differs a bit, and is very easy. This one is taking time to load. My network is slow. Are we following? Kindly confirm that you are following in the chat. Oh, I don't know why my network is slow. The network is slow, but that's actually how to add images. For example, it already has, okay, let me use this because that one, this is the link to this image. Let me just remove it. Since that one I want to do is not opening, it's taking time. Okay. That one. Sorry, the network is very slow. I think I'll have to show us how to add audio, okay? But it's the same way. You just have to copy the file name and go to edit the wiki page you want to work on. then add it. For example, this is the file name for this image. And it was pasted here. That's just all you need to do. Just copy it and put it here. So let me quickly show us how to add audio to a Wikipedia page. Can't find the Wikipedia page we used earlier. Okay, this is the Wikipedia page. Oh, this is not it though. Okay. Okay, this is the page we used earlier. So let us we want to add an audio, maybe a pronunciation for her name. We want to add it somewhere here. Abla, these are something. But I don't really have.
Pascal, your screen is not showing. No.
Oh, really? So sorry. I think it's because the network kicked me out. So I'll have to. Thank you. So this is the Wikipedia page. I want to quickly run through the audio because the image that I tried to add to Wiktionary is not loading. So my network is bad. So let's move ahead. But that is how to add images to Wikipedia, to Wiki projects. So you can use it on, it's the same way. The only one that is a bit different is this Wiki data, because you have to click on add statements, then you add the property, then you add the link, the image link, or the file name to this place. So that is that. But for English Wikipedia, I also showed us how to do that. And for Wiktionary, it's still the same way. This is this is Wiktionary. And I want to add image here, for example. All I have to do is to click on edit. Okay, this is English Wiktionary. It's actually working now. This is, I don't know what to search for. What should I search for? Let me search for rice. I believe we all know what rice is. Or let me use bread, since let me use bread. In French, bread is pain, du pain. So this is bread. I think my network is working now, so I'll just show us how to add it on Wiktionary. Okay, there's already an image here for this bread, but I'll still search. Let me just search on commons and show us how to add it. If you click on edit now, you will see how, if I click on edit here, you click on edit at the top of your screen. This bread also has audio as well and has images. If it's showing this way, you can click on preview here. Once you click on preview here, it will start showing the page that you are working on. My network is so slow today. So this is it. This one even has recordings as well. It has pronunciation. This is it. Then it has image. This is the image. So let me search for maybe bread and see if another one will come out. If another image will pop up, okay? Because I need to show you how to add it on Wiktionary, but it's still the same way. So this is bread though. I don't know. Let me just select this one. Okay. It's taking time. Okay, so it has loaded. It has not loaded though. Okay, if I click on use this file, once it opens, it's still loading, but once it opens, you click on use this file. The one that has wiki this W, this wiki, you click on use this file. Remember that if you're adding on wiki data, this is the one you copy from here. Okay, but if you're adding on but if you are adding on Wiktionary or Wikipedia, you can copy from here. You click on use this file, then you copy this thumbnail. Okay. Once you copy this link, you go to the Wiktionary page you are editing. Where is it set? No, can't find it. Okay, this is it. You can decide to add it anywhere. I'm waiting for it to load. So once you just put it here, you paste, it will load. It's supposed to load fast. My network is slow, so sorry, please. But once it loads, this is just how to add it. Once it loads, it's going to show us here. So that's how to add your image to Wiktionary. It's simple. Just put it here and it will add by itself. I want to see if it will load so that we can see it. Then we move to audio. This Wiktionary page also has audio. Bread. So I will quickly show us from this particular place how to add audio to Wiktionary. This is it. It has loaded. So this is the bread. So this is how to add image to Wiktionary. Okay. The same way, you just have to copy that one that has thumbnail. So this is bread on Wiktionary. Now let me show you how to add audio. For this, it already has audios available. This is it. Bread. Okay, show you here, bread. So it already has audios. So that is the essence. You can add audios to, you can contribute by adding audios to pages. So you can add, I want to add audio now to this page, to this Wiktionary page. It already has other audios here. What I will do is, I don't have a recording for bread, okay? So I'll just go to my upload. I'll just go to my uploads and get a recording that I have there. It's not a record, it's not bread. Or better still, let me just use it. If you want to easily get the uploads that you did by yourself, your own personal uploads, just go to your user page, you click on uploads, then you select uploads here. You click on this icon, select uploads, it will open up. This network is making this slow. Okay, once that happens, you just scroll down and look for the audio. These are the images I uploaded, but it's audio I need. Next page. Please, this is just for example, just for demonstration, okay? The recording I have here is not a pronunciation of bread. It's not for bread, it's for a name. But I'll also show us, I'll show us when we are adding it to someone's name. So this is the recording. Once you see the recording, just click on it. It will open up. So once it opens up, you can copy the file name here, or you copy this use file. Let me copy this one. Then you go to the page you are editing. It should be this now. This one, they even added it. This one, it was added using a template. Okay, but you can also add it this way. I'm coming. Let me load the template. This is it. You can also add it by just, if you don't know the template, this one, they know the template. So you can also add it by just pasting this here, and you will have this. You have the recording. Okay, so that's how to add audios to pages on Wiktionary. So I'm not going to publish for this page. I want to show us how to add to Wikipedia page. I'm trying to run because of my network. So for this woman, let us assume that the recording I have is for her name. Okay. So what I'll do here is click on edit. This one is a bit different because we don't want, the reason why I say this one is a bit different is because we don't want to, sorry, we click on edit source instead. Why I'm saying that is because we don't want this to show. Where is that page? We don't want it to show like this in the Wikipedia page. Okay. It can actually show as a template. Even this one, there's a way they could have done it. Let me see. So, sorry, everyone. This is still the Wiktionary. There's a way they could have done the templates. So let me see. It's taking time to load. The Wikipedia one has loaded, so let's do it here. So if I want to add trying to look for where her name. Okay, this is where her name started. This is her name here. Do we have question in the chat? Oh, 9 minutes. Yeah, we'll be able to finish before 9 minutes. So if you want to add her name, maybe the pronunciation of her name, like I told you, you can, we also have Wikipedia pages wanting audios. So for these pages, you can also contribute by adding audio recordings to people's name. You just go to Lingua Libre. All you have to do is to copy this name, just like the way I taught you. You copy her correct name, you go to Lingua Libre, then you do the pronunciation. You can also do that using Spell for Wiki app. It's available on Play Store. So you click, you put your icon, this is her name here. You put your icon next to her name, okay? Then you go up here. Sorry. This is it. You put your icon close to her name, then you click on this. This is insert template. This one is for images. You can also use this to add images. Okay? You can use this to add link and all of that. But for templates, you click on templates here. Then you paste audio. You type the template you want to add. You want to add audio template. So you just type audio. You type audio here. Audio. This is the one we use. Then we put the file name. Okay. So if I want to put the file name for this audio that we want to use, this is not what we are going to copy. We'll copy this one. You start from this place. You don't copy the file. Then you go back to the page you are editing. Is here. You paste it. So this is the recording. You select, that is it. Once you paste it, it will come out. But we don't want this, we don't want it to show like that. So you click on this. You can add a label, something like listen. Okay. Once you do that, you click on insert. So it has inserted. So this is it. This is the template here. Can you see? So if anyone comes to this page now, Sorry, let me show preview. So if you don't want it to have that long, this is it. It now has if this listen, if I click it, it will play. If we click it now, it will take us to listen to it. So this is the name. It's not actually her name. So I'm not going to publish, okay? So this is how to add it template, this listen template. So anybody that comes to this Wikipedia page, they can listen to the name. So you can actually contribute by, you can get a category. You can say women in medicine, just like we are doing. You can say women in sports, African women in sports. You start recording the audio for all their names. It's a contribution. You can do it on their own. You don't even need to wait for contest. It helps to add to your own edit. So once you do that, you just upload it to Commons. Then you come here and start adding it to all the Wikipedia pages. Do you understand? So it is a way to contribute. So this is how to add to Wikipedia page. It's the same thing. You can also do that is if you don't want it to have that long, if you don't want it to have, I don't know why this wiki data, Wiktionary is not working. Then for Wiki Voyage, you can also add pronunciations for Wiki Voyage. This is Wiki Voyage. Okay, this is Igbo phrasebook. We have for English as well. Now, Wiki, you know what Wiki Voyage is. You know what the project is about. It's for travel purposes. For those that are, for maybe you go to for those that come to Nigeria, for example, they go to the eastern part of Nigeria where we have the Igbo ethnic group. So, and you don't know how to communicate, you can actually come to Wiki Voyage and use this phrase list. Okay, we have a record in here. You see how it is. This is good morning in English. So if the person wants to communicate and wants to greet in the maybe you come to Adele comes to Nigeria and she meets me and she wants to greet me in my language, she does not know how to say it. Even though this thing is here, she can actually use the pronunciation and listen to it. Okay, so that is the essence. So I want to show us how to add to. It's still the same way, basically. Let me go back. It's still the same way you add the audio. I don't know, the network is so bad. It's taking time to load. So sorry. So that is how to add audios to Wiktionary. It's the same way you add to Wikipedia, the same way. That's the same way you add to this other project. Okay. The Wiki Voyage is taking time to load. Let's see. I don't know if we have, I want to check if we have other language phrase. This one is Igbo phrasebook. I want to see if we have English phrasebook so that it's easier for everybody to understand. But that is how to add it the same way. We don't have English phrasebook. Let me just use the Igbo phrasebook that we have here. So this is, okay, I think we are supposed, these are phrasebooks for other communities. How come we don't have the English phrasebook? It's not here. Or maybe it's my network. But these are phrasebook. You can search for your community. I think we should have French phrasebook. It's taking time to load. So let's use the one we have because of our time. So if the person comes here, this is taking time. So sorry. Network. So for example, this one, addressing people. I don't want to use that. Let me add to, let me add to this basics. So once you click on edit, that's how to add to Wiki Voyage. This is Igbo Facebook on Wiki Voyage, okay? So you just click, let's just say, it's taking time to load. I don't know why. But it's the same way that I just showed you how to add it. That's how you add it. Oh. So that is how to add it. Even with your videos, it's the same way you add your videos, it's the same way you add your audios, okay? This one is not loading again, but that's basically the same way we did this one. That is how to add. Okay, Adele is saying that time is off, but the same way we added this one, that is the same way you add to every other week, your audio to other wiki projects, okay? So they said my time is up. So let me cancel this. Adele, please, let me let me cancel this and go back. Let me just quickly run through this one more time. Somebody is saying that it is confusing. So for example, it's the same way you add it on every other wiki page. So let's just do, aside from Wikidata, please. So let me just run through this Wikipedia page again. So if I want to add the audio for her name, I will click on edit source. So once I click on edit source, for those saying it is confusing, once I click on edit source, okay, you go look for where her name is. This is where her name started from. Here. So after the last letter of her name, you put your cursor after the last letter of her name. Then you click this icon. This icon is insert a template. So when you click on it, you type the template you want. If it's video, you type it. But what we want to do is audio. You click on audio. You select the audio. Once you select the audio, you copy the file name. This is the file we are using, right? And I told you that this is the audio recording. And I told you that you don't copy this file and this column. You just copy from only the name. You don't copy this. This is what you copy. Once you copy it, you go to that page that you are editing, okay? And put it here. Name of, or that's the audio file. Once you put it, it will pop up. You select it. Then I said you should add label, listen, so that the person will know that they will listen to it. So you click on it, you type listen. Once you type it, you click insert. And that is it. Once you do that, it will automatically insert to the page. So that is how to add. This is it. So it has inserted. So when we check the preview now, you see that it's there. So that's how to add it. That's the same way you could do it for the other wiki pages. But if you don't want to do it that way, you do it. If you don't want to use the template, you do what? You copy. Just like I told us, you copy you copy this, you click on use this file, you copy this thumbnail, copy this one. But the problem with this one is that it is going to appear like this, okay? It's going to appear like this. That is the problem with copy. It's going to appear like this. That is the problem with copying using this. But if you use the normal template, the way I showed you, it will appear neat like this, like the one we have here, okay? So that is that about that. So that is how Somebody saying that I believe it's no longer confusing. I've already explained. So they are saying that our time is up. So if there's any confusion, you can still reach out to me. And if you still don't understand, you can also watch the recordings. So I have Blessing, please let me quickly show them something.
Hey,
Please, one more thing. This is for your assignment. Please, this thing is not supposed to take time, but because I'm trying to explain it in a way that you will understand. But this is not something that is hard, okay? Especially for this image, it's not hard. You just click on templates and all. So this is your assignment. The picture that I told you to upload in the last assignment. You remember our last assignment? I told you to upload a picture to Wikimedia Commons. So that picture, you are going to translate the description that you gave to that picture to your language. Okay? Here, that's your first assignment. Then the next assignment, you are going to add that picture to your user page, and also the audio pronunciation to your user page. Your user page might be a bit different from the other wikis. So I'm going to show you quickly how you are going to add it to your user page so that your user, okay, I think I did. I showed us how to add, this is my name. So let me go to my user page. I know I showed us how to add image, but I want to add the pronunciation of this, my name. For example, the pronunciation I told you to record on to Commons, you are going to add it to your user page because it's your name. Okay, so you click on edit here. Once you click on edit, you come to next to your name. This is my name, my full name. So once I click here, the same thing I told you. You click on insert template. It's the same thing for the other projects. This one is even easier. So this is how you are going to do it for all the other projects so that it doesn't appear long like that. It will be neat. So you type audio. Okay, the same way. Then you copy that image link. Sorry. You go to the file. That is your name or the one you uploaded to Commons. I told you the last assignment. You copy. Some persons have not done it because of lingua libre. So this is the same way you do for the, I can't find what I'm editing. This should be it. Okay. So you pay. It's the same thing. You do labeling. So it's the same thing I've been trying to do since. So you just, sorry, not labeling. You put listen so that anyone that comes will listen to it. Then you put insert. So if you see my name now, look at it. So anyone that comes to my user page, instead of mispronouncing my name, they will come here and listen to it. Okay, so this is how to add audio to image to Wiki projects. I've also shown you how to add images. It's the same way you add videos too. Okay, that is the same way you add your videos. All of them are the same. So this is it. So if this is how you do your assignment too, you add your name, the name I told you to record. That is going to be your assignment because I don't want you to, I don't know any project to give you. So I'm giving you, that is why I asked you to use your name so that if the assignment will be easier for me to track. So you add your name, your audio here, then you add your picture just like this one. I showed you, that was the first thing I showed, how to add pictures. Okay, so that's that about that. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you very much, Mentor Pascaline. You have really tried seriously. I wish the month will not end again, but thank God. Today we see the end of the program, and as the Wikidata training Commons training should not end. Thank you very much, Pascaline. So to
One is
all of
asking
you that
about
joined,
video.
yeah,
I think
what do you
someone is
say?
asking. It's the same way you add video. I said it's the same way you add videos. I don't know if the person is asking about video.
Okay. So any question, you can also drop it on the group. I think she's always there 24 hours to answer you. So, and I there will also be there to translate if there is need for that too. So yeah, thank you very much. Pascaline, please can you help us to take a group photograph so that we'll use it?
Yeah, let me add the French.
Okay.
Let me remove this thing so that Adele, can you speak?
And
Oh,
please, you upload all your slides because it's very
we still
important.
cannot
Please.
hear you.
Can you hear me, Pastor?
Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
So thank you so much, everyone. For
Oh,
Mercy,
and
you can stop.
yes, I just remember.